Now, Central Illinois' most accurate forecast with meteorologist Seth Bohnhoff.
Well, we are inching our way here into the weekend, and things are certainly starting to heat up. You've definitely felt the heat yesterday. You felt it throughout the day today as well, and it continues to stay just that way. Here's a look at your satellite and radar picture. A few clouds drifting on in, but aside from that, skies are relatively clear. Do have a little bit of precipitation off there to our west, but not a whole lot of green there to look at on the radar. Here's your temperatures: 88 in Champaign, 86 in Danville, 84 degrees up there in Watseka. So very comparable temperatures to yesterday. Maybe a couple more spots up there into those 90s this go around. One good thing about all that is I mentioned yesterday how sometimes you can have these upper 80s, low 90s that actually don't feel that bad because these dew points are in control. They're somewhere into the mid 50s. So even though it's hot, it's not humid. So you can definitely kind of handle it a little better than what you were able to earlier in the summer. Tonight, 62 degrees, a few clouds passing by here or there, but overall a very mild night is expected. Let's talk about your Illini forecast tomorrow as the Illini return back to town. They'll take on Western Michigan this time after Western Illinois in week 1. And it's going to be a lot different than week 1 because the temps are going to be dialed up a little bit. As mentioned, though, humidity, maybe not such a big deal. So at 86, maybe not feeling too bad, especially as we cool off there later on into the game. It'll be about 74 by the time we wrap up that one. Your weekend as a whole does show a pair of very hot days for this time of year. 91 tomorrow, 93 for your Sunday. Maybe a couple of tiny storm chances. Models are kind of starting to pick up on a little bit of activity here that we might need to keep an eye out for. Not just into late Sunday, but also potentially late tonight and into tomorrow morning. Kind of hard to tell. There's only a couple models picking up on it, but they're kind of really insistent that there's going to be something. So we'll watch out for maybe just a tiny little string of showers here late into the night and into tomorrow morning. And then again there on Sunday morning, you can see there on Future Track picking up just a few of those. And then maybe another little round trying to move through Sunday night into Monday. Either way, it doesn't look like that's going to help us too much. Maybe there's a spot or two that sees some heavy rain over just a tiny little period of time, but we need some better, more consistent rain chances, part of larger systems. Doesn't look like we're going to get that to at least start this coming week, and no promises that we're going to get one at the end of the week, but there's some signs that the pattern's going to start to change here a little bit, and you can clearly tell as those temperatures fall that there's going to be many changes here in the forecast ahead. Let's show you kind of the broad look here at the jet stream. For the longest time, we're going to be stuck here under this ridge. It's going to keep things just very quiet, very dry, and also on the warmer side of things. But start to notice a little bit of these U shapes moving on through. That's that trough trying to dig on in next weekend. Starting to see some early signs of that. Models are starting to repeat and show it here a little bit. That's where you're going to find some more of your activity. And we look at Future Track here. You can start to see maybe some of that activity picking up late next weekend. Again, these are just kind of some early looks at it, so it can certainly change with time here. But it's something that we're going to keep an eye out for and hopefully see that come to fruition. And for the first time in a little while, our 7-day rainfall forecast actually has a little bit of color on it. Again, it's not much. It mainly favors off there across the eastern half of the area, but you can maybe hopefully see a few tenths of an inch, if not more. And your 6 to 10 day outlook actually has some green here across central Illinois. So starting to see some signs of positivity. Hopefully we can kind of start to break down the pattern, change things up here a little bit. Again, those chances don't look crazy at the moment, but hopefully we see those percentages jump up here a little bit with time because we need it in the worst way possible. And it's just nice to at least have something to look forward to, or something in the distance to at least have your hopes up a little bit for, just because we haven't even had that here lately. The 7 days been pretty blank with no chances at all. So 20%, 30%, it's not much, but we'll take it.
It's something.
It's honest work, right?
And with this heat, I mean, even yesterday I went for a walk after work and it didn't feel that bad.
You wouldn't guess that it's like 89. You'd say, 82 or 83, but yeah, without the humidity, it makes a world of difference.
Hopefully the game will feel that same way tomorrow.
Hopefully so. Hopefully so.
Seth, thank you. Time